Walk into any bustling marina and you will see a dozen different boats, yet they all share the same water and wind. This variety is not an accident, but a result of precise engineering designed to solve specific problems out on the water. The type of boat you choose determines your entire experience, from the level of comfort to the raw performance of sailing. Every sailboat type was engineered to solve a specific problem, and today we will decode exactly which boat belongs in your future. We begin by defining the two primary families of sailing vessels, the classic monohull and the expansive modern multi-hull design. A monohull sits lower in the water and heels when wind hits the sails, creating a dynamic, leaning sensation while underway. In contrast, a multi-hull stays nearly flat, which fundamentally dictates whether your interior living space remains stable or tilts during a voyage. On a monohull, your coffee cup might slide across the table, whereas on a multi-hull, your floating home stays perfectly level. This single difference changes everything about long-distance life at sea, affecting how you sleep, eat, and navigate for weeks at a time. Now, let us move from these broad categories into the specific designs that have defined the history of recreational sailing. Next, we explore the humble dinghy, which offers an unfiltered, direct sailing experience that is perfect for beginners learning the ropes. With no cabin and no engine, the dinghy places the sailor in immediate, physical contact with every gust of wind. This is why sailing schools rely on these small vessels. The feedback is so direct that new sailors develop instincts quickly. There is nowhere to hide from the wind on a dinghy, which is both its greatest challenge and its primary teaching advantage. Then we look at the sloop, the most common and balanced design favored by weekend sailors for its simplicity and efficiency. With one mast and two primary sails, the sloop is easy to manage, allowing most sailors to handle the vessel alone. Over 70% of all recreational sailboats in the United States are sloops, proving it is the ultimate all-purpose vessel. It might not be the fastest or the most luxurious, but it offers a perfect balance that wins in the real world. Next, we examine the cutter, which looks like a sloop from a distance, but features a more complex headsail arrangement. A cutter carries two headsails instead of one, providing the crew with significantly more options for managing sail area. In light wind, both headsails fly together for power, while in heavy weather one can be removed to reduce rig load. This flexibility is exactly why offshore passage makers favor the cutter for long voyages across unpredictable ocean conditions. Now we move to the ketch, a design that introduces a second mast to make large boats manageable for small crews. A ketch features a mainmast forward and a shorter mizzenmast behind it, which helps divide the total sail area. By using two smaller sails instead of one massive one, the physical effort required to trim the sails is greatly reduced. The mizzen sail also acts as a useful steering tool, helping the helmsman balance the boat during heavy weather conditions. This design was specifically developed for couples or small crews needing to manage a large boat safely during long passages. Next, we look at the schooner, a historically significant design that dominated maritime trade for over 200 years. A schooner carries two or more masts, but with the forward mast shorter than the main mast, reversing the ketch arrangement. This unique configuration provides immense power in light winds, making it a favorite for cargo and fishing fleets of the past. While they are rare on the water today, the schooner remains a symbol of classic sailing aesthetics and historical maritime power. Now, we transition to the fastest-growing category in the sailing world, the modern, high-performance catamaran. A catamaran uses two hulls connected by a wide platform, creating an enormous base of stability that prevents heeling. Because it does not rely on a heavy ballast keel for stability, the catamaran is significantly lighter than a monohull. Lighter weight translates directly into higher speeds, allowing the catamaran to accelerate across the water with ease. The trade-off is that a catamaran takes up two berths in a marina, increasing costs and limiting your docking options. Finally, we reach the trimaran, the most extreme and performance-oriented design in the entire world of recreational sailing. A trimaran features one central main hull and two outer floats, known as amas, which provide dynamic stability at high speeds. At high velocity, the trimaran rises partially out of the water, drastically reducing drag and allowing for record-breaking speeds. Trimarans have shattered almost every ocean speed record in history, making them the ultimate choice for dedicated racing enthusiasts. However, this performance comes with a critical safety consideration. A trimaran does not self-right after a capsize like a monohull. This means the design requires an experienced sailor who understands the trade-off between raw speed and inherent stability. To summarize our journey, we can see that every one of these designs exists to solve a specific human need. The dinghy is for learning, the sloop for general balance, and the cutter for offshore flexibility on long passages. The ketch and schooner offer unique ways to manage sail area, while catamarans and trimarans push the boundaries of comfort and speed. When choosing your boat, consider whether you value the stability of a multi-hull or the classic feel of a monohull. Think about whether you will be day sailing with friends or planning an extended voyage across the open ocean. If you prioritize space and comfort for your family, the catamaran is likely the best fit for your lifestyle. If you are chasing the thrill of speed and want to break records, the trimaran offers an unmatched experience. Remember that the best boat is not necessarily the one that is the fastest or the most expensive on the market. The right boat is the one that you will actually use the most, fitting your specific goals and local waters. Sailing is a deeply personal pursuit, and the engineering of your vessel should reflect your own unique sailing philosophy. Whether you choose the simplicity of a sloop or the complexity of a schooner, the wind remains the same for everyone. Take your time to test different designs, talk to other sailors, and understand how each hull behaves in the water. The more you understand the design principles behind these boats, the more confident you will be in your final decision. We hope this guide has provided the clarity you need to navigate the vast and varied world of sailboat design. From the smallest dinghy to the largest ocean-crossing catamaran, there is a perfect vessel waiting for your next adventure. As you continue your research, keep these core principles in mind to ensure your choice aligns with your long-term goals. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the engineering and history of the world's most beautiful sailboats. Now, it is time to get out on the water, find the boat that speaks to you, and start your journey. Moving into more specialized designs, we encounter the schooner, a vessel celebrated for its historical significance and its remarkable power in light winds. Historically, the schooner was the workhorse of maritime trade, carrying cargo and fishing crews along the eastern seaboard for over 2 centuries. Its design features 2 or more masts, with a unique configuration where the forward mast is shorter than the main mast behind it. This specific arrangement creates a massive sail area forward of the main mast, providing exceptional power when the wind is light. Beyond its classic aesthetic, the schooner's multi-masted rig allows it to capture breezes that might leave other, more modern designs struggling to find momentum. Today, these vessels are rare, but they remain a symbol of elegance and historical engineering that shaped maritime trade across the globe. Who is the schooner for? It is perfect for classic sailing enthusiasts, charter operators, and those who value aesthetics alongside performance. We then transition to the modern favorite, the catamaran, which utilizes its wide beam to provide immense stability and expansive living space for its crew. The catamaran is currently the fastest-growing sailboat category in the world, and it is easy to see why when you step on board. It features 2 hulls connected by a wide platform, which creates an enormous base of stability that monohulls simply cannot replicate. Because of its dual-hull design, the catamaran remains nearly level even in choppy seas, eliminating the need for the heavy lead ballast found in monohulls. Here is something that surprises most people. A catamaran achieves stability entirely through its width, rather than through weight low in the water. This reduction in weight makes the boat significantly lighter, and in the world of sailing, lighter almost always means faster. While a monohull heels and slides at the same time, a catamaran stays level and accelerates forward, providing a much more comfortable experience. However, there is a trade-off to consider. A catamaran takes up 2 berths in a marina, which can significantly increase your docking costs. Additionally, catamarans generally do not point as close to the wind as monohulls, which is a factor for those who prioritize upwind performance. Who is the catamaran for? It is ideal for families and groups who prioritize space, stability, and comfort during extended liveaboard voyages. For those seeking the ultimate performance, we analyze the trimaran, a unique vessel that uses 3 hulls to achieve incredible speeds. The trimaran consists of 1 central main hull and 2 outer floats, known as amas, which provide dynamic stability at high speeds. These amas do not carry the crew. Instead, they act as outriggers that keep the boat upright when the wind pushes hard. Why can the trimaran sail so much faster than other designs? The answer lies in the physics of displacement and wetted surface area. At speed, a trimaran rises partially out of the water, significantly reducing the drag that slows down more traditional, heavier boat designs. Less drag means more speed from the same amount of wind, which is why trimarans have broken nearly every ocean speed record in history. While the trimaran offers a thrilling ride, it requires a higher level of experience due to its unique stability, characteristics, and handling. Crucially, a trimaran does not self-right after a capsize the way a ballasted monohull does, which is a major safety consideration offshore. Who is the trimaran for? It is built for performance sailors, racers, and experienced cruisers who understand the speed versus stability trade-off. Now, let us summarize these designs to help you visualize the spectrum of choices you have as a future boat owner. Think of the dinghy as your best tool for learning. It offers no comfort, but it provides the purest form of skill development. The sloop remains the best all-around choice, standing as the world's most popular design for very practical, balanced reasons. The cutter is the go-to vessel for offshore passages, as its two headsails provide unmatched flexibility when the weather turns unpredictable. The ketch is a fantastic option for small crews on long voyages, as it divides the sail area into smaller, more manageable pieces. The schooner offers classic character and remains incredibly powerful in light air, serving as a beautiful piece of living maritime history. The catamaran is the ultimate choice for comfort and space, offering a stable platform that makes life on the water feel like home. Finally, the trimaran represents the performance extreme, designed for those who want to push the boundaries of speed on the open ocean. Every one of these designs exists because a specific sailor had a specific need that previous designs simply could not meet. Engineering is always a series of compromises, and choosing a boat is really about choosing which compromises you are willing to live with. If you prioritize speed, you might sacrifice interior space. If you prioritize comfort, you might sacrifice a bit of agility. By understanding these categories, you can identify which vessel aligns with your personal goals on the water and matches your specific sailing ambitions. Do not get caught up in the marketing hype of the latest, most expensive models if they do not serve your actual intended use. A racing trimaran is a poor choice for a family cruise, just as a heavy cruising catamaran is a poor choice for a local regatta. Consider where you plan to sail. Are you staying in protected bays, or are you planning to cross vast, unpredictable oceans? Consider who will be sailing with you. Are you a solo sailor, a couple, or a large family looking for a floating vacation home? These questions are more important than any technical specification sheet you will find in a brochure at a boat show. The right boat is not necessarily the fastest or the largest, but the one that best fits your lifestyle and encourages you to sail. When you find a boat that feels like an extension of your own intentions, you will find yourself spending more time on the water. And ultimately, the more time you spend on the water, the better sailor you will become, regardless of the hull design you choose. Take your time to research, visit marinas, and if possible, charter different types of boats to see how they handle in real conditions. There is no substitute for the feeling of the helm in your hands and the wind filling your sails on a beautiful day. Whether you choose the simplicity of a sloop or the raw speed of a trimaran, the ocean offers a unique freedom. We have covered a lot of ground, from the basic monohull versus multi-hull debate to the nuances of multi-masted rigs. You now have the vocabulary and the conceptual framework to walk into any marina and understand exactly what you are looking at. Look at the mast configurations, count the hulls, and observe how the boat sits in the water relative to its neighbors. You will start to see the engineering intent behind every curve of the hull and every placement of the deck hardware. This knowledge is the first step toward becoming a more confident, informed, and capable sailor in the years to come. Remember that the sailing community is vast and welcoming, and there is always someone willing to share their experience with a new owner. Don't be afraid to ask questions at the dock. Most sailors are incredibly passionate about why they chose their specific vessel. Every boat has a story, and soon you will be writing your own chapter on the water with a boat that is perfect for you. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the world of sailboat design and the engineering that makes it possible. We hope this guide serves as a reliable reference as you navigate the exciting journey of finding your future sailboat. Fair winds and following seas as you begin your search for the perfect vessel to carry you toward your next great adventure.